EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 53 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Tucker McCann.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, it's Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Huntley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Cowboys nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 21-0 our score after 1.
Cowboys nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. That's out to the left and complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Third and long for Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Right back to him on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Falcons push further out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got him.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to give this time to the tailback. Gets through and now an opening. He's at the 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The kick is good.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming after you.
On play action, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a handoff looking right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. He gives it up. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Byron Jones brought him
Well,
down.
praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Neville Gallimore able to record his 5th sack of the season. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Pollard. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Watch that edge on his right.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards.
From the gun, Huntley. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Neville Gallimore in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
32-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Cowboys nothing. Tucker McCann.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
They'll take over.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the raw color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they...
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Brings up 3rd down and
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw, Huntley.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
McCann's kick up and good.
And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
6-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
2nd and 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Huntley.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
To number 28.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Taken in at the 11. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
3rd down and 4.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a dump off here complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. The struggle has been real. They have had ample opportunities. They've yet to cash one in. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
35-yard.
Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Prescott yet again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Mike, 45. Watch the curls. Watch the curls. Back, kill.
Prescott down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now here's Ross.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's just